I'm with my buddy Red Rooster here, and we're just gonna go over his rifle breakdown really quick. After that, we'll go over his helmet setup as well as his tube he's running, and then just a quick breakdown of what he's running on his chest rig. I know we all like to see what other people like to run on their kit, kind of gives us ideas. So yeah, if you don't mind just kind of taking over and just going over your rifle and then...
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Kit. So we're rocking the Stag, the 2HT upper, the Stag lower. It's got a Rock River Arms 2-stage natural match trigger inside. For optics, I'm running the Aimpoint Comp M4. I know it's a little bit legacy, but it still works and it works well. Basically your Card 15 stock. Although I want to put one of those little buffer rubber pieces on the end. I think that'd be good.
Like the one Christy runs?
Yeah, it's exactly where I got the idea.
Sure.
It looks good and it probably helps. Rocking the Surefire, like, you know, this thing's old, but it still does the work.
Which model is that?
It's before the Scout series. I want to say it was kind of in the ballpark of the 300s. It's only I think 600 or 700 lumens, but it does the trick. You don't want to be too washed out. A cheap little cover, although I know 100 Concepts does a good job putting out those covers. I would recommend checking out one of those. Got the PEC 15 IR illuminator, laser, got the Ranger Grip 4N here, government barrel profile with the front sight, obviously rocking Magpul iron sights. Highly recommend doing iron sight shooting first before you get into all the cool optics. We got the magnifier in the back, Vortex.
What's your thoughts on that magnifier? Is it pretty decent as far as the blast clarity and the...
Oh yeah. Got the whole grip here and took some Krisky advice. I highly recommend it for those that are rocking some fuzz on the cheeks.
I've been wondering about this, so what
is
this exactly?
Works.
Can you let the viewers know for the new shooters what that's for?
Yeah, so you'll see things like this on the stock. Obviously still collapsible, but if you're trying to get your cheek welds, things like that, your beard will get caught on this stuff. I've already had it caught here, so that's why the tape is there. Although I'm still a little concerned on this piece here, so you might see some tape on this in a future video. Other than that,
what kind of sling are you running?
Vickers Blue Force Tactical, a 2-point sling. What I do is I go over the left side of my stock on this end. That way I'm not fighting with it if I'm trying to get a good position. You know, I can always adjust with the quick adjust. The other thing too, for slings, if we're talking about slings, I got this little piece of magnetic rubber here so I can stow it in my case so I can grab the rifle in a hurry, and it works out pretty well. And then yeah, you can always go into a fighting rig pretty quickly from there. Make the rifle yours, give it some character, and you know, don't keep it in a safe. I will end up painting a rifle. I'm not sure if it's going to be this rifle just yet, you know, but paint your rifle.
Do you mind going over your helmet and your tube you're running?
Yeah, so rocking the Hardhead Veterans Bump ATE G24 Wilcox, obviously the PBS 14 Gen 3 White Foss, which we're out here to zero the PEC 15 for a Princeton TAC admin light. You know, one of the things I was talking to Tyler about here was the placement on your helmet. I kind of used a different manufacturer for the Walker mounts here for the Unipro, and so I ended up having to kind of work around placement on the helmet. So if you don't know, a lot of the helmets out there are using M-LOK, and you'll find that a lot of accessories for helmets don't really quite have M-LOK yet. I mean, I know there are some out there, and we're kind of getting there, but it was really hard to find anything that could bolt to the helmet with M-LOK. So I ended up getting Picatinny rails to bolt the Princeton tack light on, for instance. So the rig itself, it's the Haley knockoff. I'm rocking the Emerson D3 micro rig. It does the job. Nylon's nylon, in my opinion. Of course, we've got our 3 mags here. There's plenty of room, so if you wanted to, you know, stow a radio in here, Sansa mag, typical, you know, stuff you'll find. You know, got a monocular here, some chem lights in case we get into trouble. Although I think I'm switching up to IR chem lights, which are a little more expensive, but probably worth it if you're rocking night vision.
Speaking of that, did you have a strobe on your helmet as well?
I do. I have a strobe. Not sure what the brand is, but basically it's an IR strobe. So the reason you probably want to run an IR strobe, and they actually have different filters and colors now, so you can have identification on the field, so friend or foe, identification friend or foe, so you can recognize who your teammates are, or you can designate people where their positions are, and to have them maintain a position, you can use that light as an identifier. It could be seen for a number of reasons, and that's really kind of the key point there with the IR illuminator. And the same goes for a lot of IR things, like you'll see like on the back here, my little flag here, that's an IR flag. You'll see that in a lot of uniforms in the military. In fact, this was off my old one, Type 3s.
Are you running a weight back there as well?
But for the weight, I got batteries.
Okay.
I'm just using strictly batteries, so I got a ton of CR123s, you know, AA, AAA, everything we're using out here. That's what you want. You want to have an assortment of batteries. Just always have them with you, and it's a great pouch for that.
Does that work feel good as far as the counterweight for the PBS 14?
Yeah, you know, I don't really feel so much of the weight on the forward part of my head right now, just because I have some counterbalance here, counterbalance to the helmet.
Okay.
It seems to work out well, so you could probably put more in there. I know people put battery packs in here for their thermals and things like that, so if you're running a PBS 14 with a thermal setup, and yeah, obviously eventually I'll probably run some scrim, maybe not, I don't know. Our AOR in this area is really like desert. You can't really see it right now, but it's very flat, very open, a lot of browns and like those types of tones. So not a lot of vegetation to really deal with. Overall, that's kind of the setup. I mean, I got my Oakley gloves here.
Well, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. Again, we're gonna go ahead and get into training. I just wanted to do a breakdown with my buddy Rooster, his kit, his rifle, his helmet, all that good stuff. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to shoot me a comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and thank you for watching.